Okay. This question made me smile the first time I saw it. Not because it was easy, but because the examiner was being so sneaky. Watch this. A 6-year-old boy comes in with leg pain. Okay. Maybe it's growing pains. Maybe it's a bone tumor. Let's not jump to conclusions. Then you keep reading. The pain is worse at night, and it's gotten so bad, he doesn't even want to play with his friends anymore. Okay, now I'm definitely interested. Then, out of nowhere, the stem says he keeps waking up several times every night to pee. He's even started wetting the bed again. Wait a minute. What does that have to do with leg pain? Let's keep going. His sodium is 150. Oh, that's interesting. High sodium plus all that urination. Now my brain is quietly whispering, central diabetes insipidus? But how does a child with bone pain end up with diabetes insipidus? Something isn't adding up. Then, the examiner casually throws in an erythematous papular rash. Okay, now I'm officially confused. Bone pain, a skin rash, and central diabetes insipidus? Either this child has 3 completely different diseases, or the examiner is hoping we realize they're all connected. Then comes the X-ray. Well-defined punched-out lytic lesions, one in the femur, another in the skull. Oh, wait, there it is. It finally clicks. This isn't 3 diseases. It's one disease introducing itself in 3 different ways. You know what's interesting? The bones are actually doing us a favor. They're the reason this disease gets noticed. But the disease itself isn't really about the bones. It's a disorder where abnormal Langerhans cells, which are specialized dendritic antigen-presenting cells, start multiplying and infiltrating different organs. And suddenly, every clue makes perfect sense. The bone lesions explain the pain. The skin infiltration explains the rash. And the skull lesion? That's the clue I never ignore. Because when Langerhans cell histiocytosis involves the skull or facial bones, it can affect the nearby pituitary stalk. The pituitary can't release enough ADH, so the child develops central diabetes insipidus. That's why he's constantly urinating, becoming dehydrated. And his sodium is elevated. Same disease, different organs. One diagnosis. And if the NBME asks how to confirm the diagnosis, think biopsy. You'll see Langerhans cells. If they decide to test pathology, those cells are CD1A positive and contain the famous Burbeck granules, little tennis racket-shaped organelles. Honestly, if you ever read tennis racket on an exam, your brain should immediately think Langerhans cell histiocytosis. Here's something I always remind myself. When an NBME question starts jumping from bones to skin, to the brain, don't assume the patient has multiple diseases. Take a second